All right, YS, how's it going?
How we doing, bro? How you doing?
Good. How about you?
Man, good.
Grinding. I see you got a lot of going on, man.
Hell yeah, got a lot of shit coming out.
6 music videos you said you dropped.
Yeah, dropped 6 so far this year.
Man, that's what's up. That's a lot of grind. I like that.
Appreciate that.
Well, we'll get into your story and get to know you a little bit better.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about where you're from.
I'm from Los Angeles County. I'm gonna just put it like that. You feel me? I float around the whole Los Angeles County really, so. But I'm from Bompton. I'm from Compton, California. And yeah, I was born in Gardena, and then I was damn near raised, like I said, in the whole LA County. I get around. Everybody know me.
Okay, so, but your main area that you're from is Compton, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and what was it like for you growing up there?
I mean, growing up in my section in like the west side of Compton, it was like a challenge. I mean, my aunties and I had like other relatives who stayed like throughout the whole city, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, really just seeing a lot of different stuff in different areas, it'll mold you to a certain person, I'll say. I mean, growing up as a kid, it was fun though, you know? We rode bikes, we did little kid shit. Then when you get to that certain age, that's when shit start to change.
Okay, what age did things start to change for you?
I mean, just in my whole life, I'd say when I was like 7, that's when my grandpa passed away from cancer. He was in the Vietnam War, but then he came home and he had cancer and shit. He used to work on cars, and then that like changed my whole life. But on some street shit, like honestly, I'd say like 13, 14, around those ages.
And how did you get involved in the street? Was it just something you just saw your friends around that you were growing up with, or?
I mean, yeah, a little bit of that. I mean, but really it was just like I was always where some shit was going on. You feel me? So it was just like I'm always over here, like not saying like I'm just do what I gotta do, but when you get to getting shot at and shit, and then you feel me, you like your life on the line, man. You just trying to hang and chill somewhere, you get what I'm saying? Or this probably where, you know, you used to play basketball at. Like, I used to be heavy in sports and shit too, so it was like, it's a lot of little shit. Like, it was really more so losing people, I'll say. Losing people that I cared about. Then it kind of like drove me into that in a way. I was always around it,
So you started losing friends early?
Yeah, for sure.
From gangbanging?
Yeah, for sure. I had a lot of friends like older than me. Like, I just turned 21 in February, but like all my friends, they was when I'm like 15 and shit. I got a few friends my age, but I was always like on another level. I was on another page than like people my age. I used to hang around older people a lot.
How old were you, do you think, when you lost your first friend?
Shit, from gangbanging, I was probably like when I was 16. I like 15, 16. 15 or 16, one of them for sure.
How did that affect you?
Shit, it fucked me up because I was on house arrest too. I had just came home from juvenile hall on some little bullshit, like a little bullshit ass gun charge. And then it's like I couldn't move. You get me? I'm on ankle monitor, so I can't leave the house. Like, then when I get the news, like I think I was one of the last people to get the news or some shit. Cause like I wasn't on Instagram or nothing, like like due to like my probation violations and conditions and shit. Like I wasn't on Instagram a lot, none of that. So like really like my brother told me what happened and shit.
Were you going to high school?
Yeah, I was going to school and shit. And I got like one more class before like I get my high school diploma and shit. I was just getting kicked out of schools too much. Like I was fighting and shit, doing a little bad shit. You feel me? Just getting into it with the teachers. I go to certain period. I go to first, second, third, fourth, and then leave fifth and sixth. Like I was just fucked up. Like I was going to school to make money, basically. I used to make money at school. That was like how I got my money for real.
What high school did you go to?
Well, I started off. I went to Narbonne. It's kind of like I never went to school in the city. Like I went far out a little bit. So Narbonne, that shit like Torrance, Harbor City area. So for me, it's like a mix. It's like a school with mixed races. You don't ever. It's like, you know, whites, Asians, blacks, Hispanics. It's like everybody there type shit. So I went to Narbonne. I got kicked out of Narbonne. Then I went to a continuation school called Cooper. It's right down the street from Norbond. Then after I got kicked out of Cooper, I went to Gardena High. Then I got kicked out of Gardena High. Then I went to another continuation school called ACT. And then that's when this COVID shit came. Then I said, like, fuck it, like, I just, like, kick back type shit.
What were you getting kicked out of school for all those times?
Man, I'll say, I mean, fighting really, my grades, for the last two, I think it was my grades, but like Norbond and like Cooper and shit, it was just fighting really.
Was it like over gang stuff he was fighting over, or just some?
Or like it'll be like on some shit like certain, it'll be kind of because of that, but it'll be some more like for me respect level, you know. Like I mean, if it's like an op or if it's a nigga that's an enemy, that's from the other side, or you know, like where I'm not, where we don't get along at, that's automatic. You know, we're gonna have to fight regardless. But I ain't just one of them niggas who just fight anybody for anything. Like it be like respect level with me.
What did your family think when you started to get involved in the streets?
I mean, they don't like that shit. I'm the only power in my family. If my family got like a few, like, you know, few people that's like gang members in my family, like they like Crips if anything. My mama caught that shit early though. My mama, she like fuck with Crips and shit. So like she caught me kind of like, I'm like 10 or 11. I always wear red. Like I never wear blue. So she like, what the fuck? Like she get to peeping little shit like early on, and then like I don't know, it just pretty much happened. But like my grandma, I'm a grandma's boy. I always live with my grandma and my grandpa. My grandma, she from the South. She don't play that shit. She ain't like that shit at all.
Okay, and so at what point did they figure out that you was like fully into things?
Shit, I'll say I'm probably like 14, 13. Cause I ain't hiding nothing. Like, you get what I'm saying? You know, certain kids, like you got them kids where like they be like, you know, they do it at school with their friends. I'm open about my shit. I was never hiding nothing. But I just never was like, I ain't never wanted to have that conversation with my granny. That's my heart. That's my baby right there. I ain't want to have that conversation with my grandma. On some like, you know, like somebody called my grandma and told her, I think. Then she asked me like, are you gangbanging out here? Like, you a blood? And then I told her like, nah, like I'm not no blood, grandma. And then like I walked away, and then she asked me again. I told her like, she was on the phone. She's like, he said he not no blood. She's like, nah, they must have said ask him again or some shit. She asked me again. I told her I'm a Piru. Because Bloods and Pirus is different. Like Pirus, it's a set under the blood umbrella and shit, but we our own thing, you know? We say blood and we approach people like blood, but when we speak, we say on Piru. We don't say on Bloods. We say on Piru. We under the P. We under the 16th letter, like, you know? That's what we go by. So, like, I kind of, like finessed her in a way, you get me? Because I'm like, I'm not a blood grandma. And then she get to ask me again. I'm like, man, I'm a Piru. Like, it was already, like, I got Cincinnati hats and beanies and shit floating around the house. I got P hats here and nothing but red. I never wore blue. Literally. Like, or you know how, like, when socks used to be, like, how it be white socks and then it'll be a blue bottom at the... I wouldn't even wear the sock, bro. Like, I was on some shit like that back then when I first, like, started, like, you know, jumping off the porch and, like, seeing and peeping everything. I'm like, man, I ain't wearing no blue. Now I wear whatever, though. Like, I don't get... That's when I was, like, a kid, like, for real. But, yeah, that shit was crazy when my family first found out.
What'd she tell you after you told her?
Shit, like, I ain't gonna lie, she kind of brushed it off, like, on some... Because I was still so young, she probably just was thinking, like, man, like, if he gonna do that, he gonna do that type shit. Because, like, I ain't really have no, like, father figure, really. Like, after my grandpa passed away, my uncle came from, from New Orleans. All my people from the South. So my uncle came out here from New Orleans. He passed away when I was, 17. So, like, by the time my uncle get here, I'm, like, 10. But, like, not saying I'm still in sports and doing all that shit and all that. But my uncle not living in the house with us. You get what I'm saying? He with my auntie and my other cousins and shit, you know? So, like, that was, like, the only father figure for him. My grandma probably was just thinking, like he gonna figure that shit out for herself. She always stayed on my ass, though, for sure. Like, for sure. In life and school, all that. Like, she always stayed on my ass.
Just to do good in school or stay out of trouble?
Yeah, honestly, I really feel like it was just to like, cause everybody let my family tell I'm supposed to be in the NBA right now. I was a real like athlete. I ran track, I played soccer, I played football, basketball. I played every sport but baseball. So I was like damn near all American. Like they expected me to be in like sports and shit.
And no college? No college. You didn't try to go to college?
Nah, no college.
You mentioned that colors don't matter anymore. Is
Hell
that
no.
how long has it been like that?
Shit, I want to say like
Or is that just like a young person, a youngster thing?
When you young, you probably think that shit matter, but like, man, I could go to my hood in all blue right now. Like, nigga ain't gonna tell me shit. Ain't nobody gonna tell me nothing. Like, for sure. And it's not just me. It could be other people in my hood that's from my area that walk around with blue. You a familiar face. You feel me? If you a familiar face, it don't matter. Say if you just walking down Stanford, that's my block. Say if you just walking down Stanford and you got blue on it, nobody know you, it's a problem. Like, you get me? That's when it's gonna be kind of different. But if you a familiar face, ain't nobody gonna do nothing to you. Say nothing to you, nothing. The old heads might get mad about that shit. Like, damn, look at them with all that blue on. Like, why you got so much blue on? But we don't be giving a fuck. We be like, you know, niggas be styling, niggas be dressing and shit, so niggas don't be giving a fuck.
Was it always like that? Or what point did it become like that?
I feel like when I started seeing it really come like that, I'm probably like, for me, I'm gonna say high school, like 14. So I'm like 14 noticing like, oh man, you like, I been knew you could wear whatever you want to wear and shit, but I'm like, man, people don't really be giving a fuck about that shit. Like, that color shit been out the window. Like, nigga don't really be giving a fuck about that shit. Depending on certain areas you at, you should watch what colors you wear, I would say. But it's like, as far as like, oh, he a blood, why he wearing blue? Like, nah, that don't matter no more. I know a Crip nigga who would come, cause I got like, you know, I got certain Crip niggas I fuck with. I know a Crip nigga who would come draped down in all red. You would think he a blood cause he got all red on, man, he a Crip. You get me? So that shit go for hand to hand.
What do you think caused the change in all that?
Yeah, in like
In the dress code.
I mean, I really feel like I feel like a lot of people just started like noticing like it don't matter what color, like, cause look, this is how I think about it. I always thought about it like this. People wear white t-shirts. White is a neutral, normal color. But like if you notice, gang members and like not even just gang members, but people that come from the trenches for real, they sport a lot of pro club. You know, we wear white pro clubs. You will die in a pro club just as fast as you will die in some red or some blue. Like, red is just different because it stick out more. It's like, it pop out more. That's that color like, oh, look at me. You get what I'm saying? It catch attention. Blue, it don't really catch too much attention. Not like red do. But I really feel like what stopped it was just like, honestly, just the young niggas. You feel me? It's a young nigga world. Like, right now, young niggas is at an all-time high. I feel like we like damn near got like everything in the palm of our hands. Like, we stopped that shit. Like, you feel me? Nobody else. Like I said, like older niggas and shit will be like, damn, like these young niggas the reason why niggas think it's okay to wear blue all the time. Like, man, bro, it don't matter. Nigga know what I'm banging. You get me? Nigga know what's up with me. Nigga, I could wear all blue. Except I'm trying to throw a nigga off. You never know what I'm on. You get what I'm saying? Except I'm wearing all blue to try to mind trick a nigga. You gotta think differently. Like, gotta think outside the box sometimes.
So the OGs don't really like it.
I ain't never seen one of my OGs in all blue. Hell no. I ain't never seen it. Hell no, I'm thinking about that shit right now. Hell no, I ain't never seen, like, just all blue. I ain't never seen that.
Is there any stories you could share from just growing up on your block?
I can share some shit. Just get detail with me, like what you want. Like, you feel me? What you...
I mean, you know, I think you mentioned, you know, you had a couple of dead homies. Were you there?
Yeah.
When any of them got shot?
Shit. I've been shot at before, but I ain't never got shot. I ain't never been, like, in the presence of, like, none of my niggas dying on me either. Like, every time some shit happen, I be, like, out the way. Shit be weird. Like, you feel me? That shit be on some other shit. Like, I remember the first time I got shot at, I was probably, like 14. I was going to a party. And me and my cousins and shit, we going to a party. We out of bounds, too. We, like, in I'm from Bompton, so we in LA. When certain people that's not from out here, they think of it all as one. But it's really different. Like Compton is Compton and LA is LA. Like when a person from LA go to Compton, they probably feel out of bounds. They're like, man, I'm in Compton right now. I'm not in LA. When somebody from Compton go to LA, it's the same. They'd be like, man, I'm in LA. So we go to a party, we in LA. And I got this big ass like jacket on. I remember I had like a zip up jacket. I had just bought it too. And like I remember like some niggas was getting into it in a party or whatever. So the parties, it be real hot. It's so many people around and shit. It's real hot and shit. People dancing, all the little shit. So I'm walking to the front to go get me a water. And they're like $1 or something, $2 in the party. And then like I just hear like as I'm walking though up to the front here, boom, boom, boom. I'm like I see the glass. It's like a big ass glass window. It's shattered. When I see the glass shatter, I just turn around. I get to running. People falling and shit. I'm jumping over people. Like certain people, it's like niggas getting stampede on. Like certain people getting stepped on. Like literally, like you feel me? People running trying to get the fuck. So I'm running, and I'm like my adrenaline pumping. So I'm one of them niggas like I'm like a protector. Like way before this rap shit, all that. Like I'm the one like when we anywhere, I'm gonna make sure everybody get home safe. Like that's just always how I've been. So I'm looking for my cousins. I'm looking for my brother. Like where everybody at, trying to find them, and then I find everybody and my brother. He looked like damn YS. Like what the fuck? Like you feel me? It was like a hole in my jacket, but I didn't get hit in it. It was like the bullet must have like just hit my jacket and just like didn't hit me. I don't know how. Like it was just a big ass hole in my jacket. So now I'm thinking like damn, I'm hit. Like you feel me? I'm like ooh, like I get to checking myself and shit. I'm not hit. We not hit. And we gone. We out of here. That was my first time like getting shot at for real. I was like 14. That shit like changed my life. It made me like I don't even think I ain't go to a party after that for like a year or two. I stopped going to parties and all that.
They didn't say nothing to you or nothing? They knew who you were?
Nah, I don't even think it was on some like they was shooting at me. I just think I was, you get me? Because like I said, some people was getting into it. Some people was getting into it in the party, and then like a few minutes later, shots just rang out. You feel me? So I wasn't even an intended target, none of that. But that shit just changed my life. Like that changed my whole life. I was already like, in the streets and, like seeing little shit and all that. And like, you feel me? Around all that shit. But like, as far as like shots getting thrown my way, that was like the first time some shots like went my way. For sure.
Yeah, and you said you stayed home. Or not stayed home, but you didn't go to any parties.
Yeah. I didn't go to no more parties after that. I wasn't, you feel me? After that, like, my homies, I don't even dance in the party. Like, you feel me? I don't got no rhythm. I can't dance. Like, I'm one of them niggas. I'm in a party, not like that, but I'm in a party for trouble. I'm the one that's sitting on the walls and shit, like, hoodie on in the back. Like, I'm making sure my homies and them have a good time. When I dance, I gang bang. I don't know how to dance without throwing my fingers up. So I just be like chilling in the party. I'm like a wallflower. I guess they call it, like, you feel me? I don't be doing nothing too much. I used to be like dancing and doing all that shit. I don't know. I guess I amplified my gangster and turned my dancing down to some shit. I don't know. I remember one time, I ain't gonna say no names, I was like 15, 16, and I'm fresh out of school and shit. This back then when I used to go to Cooper. And Cooper, like if you went to Cooper, I'm looking at the camera for this, because if you went to Cooper, you know what the fuck I'm finna talk about for real. Like you can't have no hoodies, no hats. You gotta have plain everything. Everything is black and white. You can't even have gray. Like it gotta be nothing on nothing. Everything gotta be plain. You can't have a backpack. You gotta have a folder. So I remember one day I just got out of school. I was supposed to go straight home. But I'm like, and at Cooper, you can't bring no cell phone either. So that's another thing why I'm saying this. So look, I get off the bus or whatever. It's a school bus. You got to get picked up to go to Cooper and get on. I get off the school bus. I catch the 125. It's right on Rose Branch. So you feel me? I'm finna go to the hood and shit. I ain't even going home. Right after school, I'm going to the hood. So I'm from the apartments too. So we always be in the apartments and shit. So like it's a freaky ass van that just keep on pulling up to the front, and they stop and they'll wait for like 2 minutes and then just go. Not even 2 minutes, just probably like 1 minute, some seconds, and then they go. And they did it like 2 times. So I'm right here, I tell a homie like, bro, like I'm like, man, like, who got fired? Like, you feel me? I'm telling the niggas, like, that van on some weird shit. That van keep doing weird shit. So, you feel me? Me being me, and I think, I'm like, next time that van, like, pull back up, like, I'm gonna go up there. So, you feel me? The van pulled up. So, I get to walk into the front. You feel me? I'm walking to the front of the gates and shit. Whole time, it's the police. They in undercover vans. They in like a soccer mom van. That's what I call it. You feel me? Because with the sliding doors, it's a regular van, you know? Man, they jumped out that motherfucking van. I got the brake and I'll run. I'll run. I try to throw whatever I got. I get hammed up. You feel me? I go to jail. I went to jail in Impala that day.
What they bust you for?
They was trying to pin a gun on me, but it wasn't mine, so I ended up beating the case, you feel me, and got out, like, type shit. And I was only a juvenile, too, so it was, like, my first slap on the wrist. They was like, oh, all right, like, you know. But then it was just weird, because I'm thinking, like, these my ops. I'm thinking these are my enemies or something. So, like, I damn near could have died, for real. Like, you get me? Police would have smoked my ass, and then they would have, you know, got away with it.
Yeah.
So that was crazy. And I'm fresh out of school. I ain't go home, nothing. So I'm calling my auntie and shit, and I'm calling my grandma, and they like, you feel me? You have a collect call from. You feel me? And then, you know, it's me. They ain't seen me since earlier that morning, since 8 o'clock in the morning. I just left for school. So it was just like a lot of weird shit. It was like, they was wondering, like, damn, I wonder where he been at. He ain't been home all day. Like, you know, where he been at the whole time. I'm in fucking the station. That was some crazy ass shit too. That was some crazy ass shit that day.
They took you down to the station? Oh,
yeah. They took me down to the station. I went to a jail in the Impala. They took me to jail in the Impala. It was like right after the van pulled up, it was more undercovers I was pulling up. They was just pulling up. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know. It was some crazy shit. I was like 16. A few years back.
And you beat the case. You beat the case, though?
Hell yeah. I beat all my cases. Hopefully, you feel me? I got some stupid bullshit pending right now for some dumb little shit I can't really speak on, but yeah. God be with me for real. And prayers be working and shit.
Yeah, hopefully.
That's how I look at it. I just got into a car accident. This is why this on my
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, man, what all happened?
Shit. I was leaving my area going home, and then my boy, I was in the passenger. My boy, he was driving and shit, and he hit a dip. And when he hit the dip, he lost control of the car, and we flipped. We ended up flipping the shit. So
Damn.
I fractured the 7th bone in my neck. I fucked up like the closest bone to your spine. That's why I got this neck brace on right now. It just happened in like January 10th.
Oh shit. How long do you have to have it on for?
For real. I go to the doctor Thursday, so they gonna let me know. I had it on for probably like 6 weeks now, 7 weeks. So I go to the doctor and they let me know. They gonna let me know. I was walking like the next 5 hours though. By God, like, you know, by the grace of God. We flipped 7 times.
Damn.
Yeah. All the tires off the car was gone, all that shit. So yeah, like.
Oh, it was a bad accident then.
Yeah, it was. I'll show you the video once we get done with this. Now it was a pretty bad accident, and we crashed in our ops. So that's like, you feel me? Like that's even more. You feel me? That's even more. Not saying like, what the fuck, but it was just some movie shit. Like, I don't know. That whole night was just some movie shit. All I remember was texting my girlfriend, I'm on my way. Texting my girl, I'm on my way, coming home. And then literally after that, I'm in the air. And we hit a parked car coming down. On some crazy shit. Like, I think that's how I fucked up my neck. Cause I still didn't feel that shit though. I think that's how I fucked up my neck, cause by going upside down in the car. Cause right before we came down, that's when we hit a parked car coming down. We was like 20 feet in the air. 25 feet in the air. That's what like the witnesses and people were saying.
Damn, man. That's a fucking...
Yeah, that shit crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. Shit.
That's some shit.
Yeah, it lets you know how fast shit can happen for real, I guess.
How'd you meet Sada Baby?
Sada Baby, I met bro through my older homies and shit from the hood. and they basically just connected the dots. Like, I was in my hood one day, and he really like tapped in with the homies. He really fuck around with us and shit. So it just went about. Like, we crossed paths, and it just happened. Sent him some shit over, and he sent it back.
Okay, and he's so I mean he's from Detroit.
Yeah.
And he's always he's a blood, and he's always what I'm saying in your hood messing with you guys.
He basically from my hood. Yeah. He bang Sada baby. He from Red Zone. He from Detroit. He from the Red Zone, but he bang Nellis.
Okay, how does that? I don't.
I mean, really, like, he just locked in for real with us, like, so by him fucking with the homies and shit, and he was fucking with my free G weed, free my OG, free my big bro G weed. We just basically like we open arms with him, like we welcome him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we welcome bro. So when he out here with us, like he already know he's straight. He good for sure.
Well, that's what's up. You guys got that one song?
Yeah, we got two.
2 songs?
We got 2. Yeah, I got some more shit coming too with a few other artists from Detroit too. Me and Sada baby, we got that Mobsters, and then we dropped Really in the Field on my Cold-Hearted project. That shit just dropped in like December.
Who all do you have on your next project?
I'll drop a few names. I ain't gonna drop too much, but I got well, first off, shout out to Big Bro, shout out to Helliver. You feel me? That's the producer. It's an artist producer mixtape. So, I mean, really, like, he from Detroit, so you know how that go. Like, we just gonna bring Detroit and, you feel me, bop them together on some shit. Whole LA County try to take over the world with it for real. So, I got Payroll Giovanni. That's what I'ma speak on because, like, my hood, we fuck with him heavy, and he older. He like an older dude, like. So he rap like, like he rap digits, he rap money, he rap boss shit. He on some boss shit, and like for me to get a song with him, that like, I know it make not just saying me feel good, but it make like everybody in my area feel good, cause we like niggas already was fucking with him for real. So you feel me? It was on some shit like, oh yeah, like damn, YS got a song with Payroll, like that's hard. He real like respected. He one of like the top dogs out there in Detroit for real. Like he respected for real. And it was off the love. Shout out to Payroll on Gang. I fuck with Payroll. And shit, who else? I got Skilla Baby, free Skilla Baby. That's Sada baby artist. You feel me? He fuck with Big Squad. All of them, he with Big Squad now.
Yeah, I interviewed Skilla Baby last year when I went out to Detroit.
Yeah, shout out to Skilla. That's my boy. We got one in too. That shit go crazy. That's on the tape. Who else? What else I got on this bitch?
You in West Side Boogie?
Oh yeah, that's bro. That's Big Bro. We got some shit. We I don't got them on this upcoming one, but we just dropped some shit. We dropped Trenches. That was on my Cold-Hearted project. So we both from the same hood. That's off the rip. That's easy. Bro gonna always look out for sure. ESTG. I got one with ESTG too.
Okay.
He from Kentucky.
The new dude, right? He just signed with
Gotti.
With
He
Gotti.
signed with Gotti on Game.
Okay. Yeah, he's blowing up. I've been seeing him a lot.
Yeah, he hard. He doing shit. He hard for sure. And yeah, I got a few more other artists too. Some more big names. I can't speak on everything. Just the project called Realer Than Real. That's what the my upcoming project called.
When I was doing my research, I seen that you were saying like you have like some crazy fans, like be up in your DM, wanting to be from your hood.
Hell yeah, all day, every day. I ain't gonna lie, I get that shit a lot. I mean,
like dudes were they out of?
What you mean, like where they come from sometimes?
Yeah.
Shit, I mean everywhere, bro. Like, I mean, I got a big fan base in the UK. The UK love me. I gotta go out there. They love me. I don't know why. Like, I don't know. They just fuck with my shit. Shout out to the UK. They be on that drill shit. They be on that shit for real. So that's probably why they take a liking to my shit. And Australia, I think that be what be fucking me up. Like Australia, UK. East Africa, North Africa, New Zealand, that should be crazy. Alaska, like for real, like that should be wild.
Okay. And what do they say in your inbox? Just
I mean, some of them hit me up. They'll be like, drop more songs like Bumpin'. We want more we want more turned up songs. Cause I'll be on some I'm real versatile. So when I go to the studio, I don't write nothing. I just freestyle. So when I get in there, I don't never know what I'm finna make. I just go up in there and however I'm feeling, whatever my emotions are, my mood is, that's what come out. And I've been on a lot of melodic shit lately, like a lot of melodizing and singing and doing all that. So a lot of my fans, they like, oh yeah, this different. Like he coming, why it's coming different? He coming new. Then my other fans, they like, man, we want you to stay on that and do that. But you can't stay the same. Like you only change with the world. We change every day.
I hear that, man. Yeah, definitely, man. Well, how can everybody get a hold of you?
Shit, my Instagram, YS30Shot Capone, and my Twitter, official_YS30Shot, my YouTube and Squad We Trust. That's my real official YouTube. I post everything on my channel. That's my shit. It's my label, you feel me? Yeah, it's my clothing brand right here too, the Scamly. I got ISWT on the back. Feel me? I got more merch coming and shit. And yeah, that's where you gonna find me at.
Okay. Well, that's what's up, man. Man, I love what you're doing, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, appreciate it.
I actually been checking you out for a while. You know what I'm saying? I was surprised when Vic reached out.
Yeah, vice versa. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy how the universe works. I've been hip to Capone TV, so y'all go get hip. You feel me? Y'all tune in. Y'all tap the fuck in. It's on. For real.
Definitely, man. When's your next project dropping? Again?
I don't got no date on it, man, but
date?
Remember the title, Realer Than Real.
Okay.
Realer Than Real. I was going through phases with the title names and shit, but we got it now. At first it was Rugged Life. I only felt like Rugged Life because I was going through a lot of rugged shit, but lately I've been feeling like I'm realer than real, so that's the title, Realer Than Real.
That's what's up. All right, bro. Well, hey.
Appreciate it.
For sure.
Always.